Hey guys, how's it going? So I know I wasn't going to talk about him too much, but this is too big to not discuss, especially when you guys have followed me through the whole time with the election. But and that is so funny because just right when I was about to talk about it, that wealth card popped out. It's stuck up. Spirit's got a sense of humor. What wealth? Well, somebody. But Trump. He lost the fight in Supreme Court. He's got to hand over his tax returns to New York Attorney General Vance. So yeah, and this is a big one because this is something he fought for years, and of course he's calling it a witch hunt. Of course, what he's saying is no other president this has ever happened to. Well, that's because they all show their tax returns. That's just the thing, show they got, they pay their taxes. I mean, it's an American thing to pay your taxes. Okay. Oh, and the other card that just stuck out is a worry card. You bet. The worry card. There you go. Okay. And that's why I want to read it because, and I think there was, he possibly threw a fit. He kind of threw a fit about it and so forth. So, but I was reading one of the articles, I can't remember which one, but somebody mentioned Al Capone, that's what finally took him down was his taxes. That's what finally took him down. You could go to jail for budget, and he hasn't paid a tax return, I think, in 10 years. And then he only paid, he's also, you got to understand, he got millions back. I think one year he got 72 million, because he, there's a lot of stuff on there, probably too much that I could ever get through on a reading. But, it's just like, but it's not just the tax returns. It's also his accountants, their records, their kind of stuff. They got to turn that over too. And wonder if they're going to be burning anything, I don't know. But yeah, so it's crazy. But if they do that, they could get in big trouble too if they got caught, like, trying to hide anything. We're going to see what kind of cards he gets. I was very curious. I'm like, well, I got to sit down and just kind of see what kind of cards, but it's kind of funny. Wealth and worry both stick out. I have been under the impression, I feel he's broke. The one thing when I read a little bit on his finances, he owes a lot of money to people. And this is part of the reason, he can't he can't pay his own legal bills, right? All those court cases were funded by Americans and stuff. He was raising money for all that Stop the Steal stuff. But see, it wasn't just a fight in court. This was for him to make money. He's a grifter. It's all about the con. It's all about making money and stuff like that, in any way he can. And he's supposed to have some kind of a rally in Florida too. So that's just going to be more, get out there and talk and try to come up with more ways to raise money. He's probably going to try to raise money for his upcoming case to fight this taxes. So let's see what's going on. And of course, I'm going to do thought for this one because that's a real good one. It just see what kind of cards, because I knew you guys would be curious. But yeah, I haven't wanted to talk about, if you notice, I haven't done a whole lot of reads on all situations. I just needed a break, But of course, yes, if something major like this happens, I know my people that watch me, want me to read it. And I also get curious, what kind of cards I'm going to get. We know he's shady, and I think everybody knows he's shady. Even if they're a Trump supporter, they know he's shady. They will probably excuse it. Well, nobody likes paying taxes anyway. They probably say that they're unconstitutional, his supporters. So, they'll make excuses for him. But, yeah. So this is big news. But you bet he's worried. But I've always believed he's broke. He's broke. He owes too many. He's bad with money. He's bad with money. And they're talking about he could owe $100 million to the IRS. I wonder if it could end up becoming more than that and everything. But he's no billionaire. Come on, guys. People think he's still a billionaire. He may have some of his buildings may be worth something, but they're going to get taken, I think. We're going to kind of see what's going on. But see, if people keep giving him money, You know. Oh, the con. This is one of the biggest con men ever this country has ever had. He's truly, he's gifted at it. He's really good at it. You know, he talks a good game to people, and he gets them to just throw money at him. You know, just like he's a hot stripper dancing on a pole, throwing dollar bills at him. That's who he is. Okay, let me focus. Let's see what we get. But will anything go back to Russia? Will Stormy Daniels have been written off? You know, stuff like that. That's what they're going to be looking at, all kinds of stuff. These consulting fees to Ivanka, they've already talked about that one. With that, they got a preview a while back, but they didn't get to see the whole thing. But the public will probably never see the entire thing. I would be very surprised. But then again, somebody's probably going to leak some stuff. So, see, there's that wealth card at the bottom. Notice it's at the bottom. Let's see if it pops up again. Because I don't think he has any wealth. But if he's making off, you know, money off the IRS, you know what I'm saying? Almost there, guys. Okay, I'm going to cut that actually right there. That's what's calling me. See what's going on? So we got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands has been a card very representative to me of the Republican Party. And remember, we've talked about this. If you watch my videos, one is, you know, that conservative Christian type of good old school kind, and then the new Trump one. So I have a feeling they may be checking into the campaign. Okay, so Two of Wands right there. What's some of the newer taxes while he was president as far as campaign money? I have a feeling we're gonna see some things, or even when he ran the first time. What happened with some of this campaign finances? See, it's gonna get sticky there. I've got the Strength card now, but this is opposing. Okay, a Strength card is opposing that these guys have a lot of power. You know, they're strong and so forth, and they're coming at him and so forth. Let's see a little bit more. And this is the thing, you know, they were patient. They were patient. It's all divine timing and so forth. But it's over now as far as being able to hold this off any longer. And stuff like that. And the Prince of Discs, we're going to follow the money. That's what we're going to do. Follow the money. See what's going on. The Hierophant, for me, that can represent a judge very often. If I'm reading kind of court cases, you know, because this could have to do with like the law. You know, obviously it's spiritual law, but it also could, you know, morals and values, right and wrong and things like that. So that kind of makes me feel, you know, going to court and things like that. But there you go. This is what we're worried about, and I'm not surprised it's coming up. Eight of Swords for me can be my jail. The Eight of Swords for me can be my jail because he gets stuck in the swords. Okay, ooh, that's showing and stuff. But it's, you know what, it would take a long time and stuff. So I've got that Cruelty card. Get ready. He finally started talking now that this Supreme Court thing, and he's about to have that rally. Remember, Cruelty, the Cruelty card for me a lot of times had to do with him on Twitter, the things he would say, his crazy rhetoric and everything, you know, and going off on people. So get ready. He's about to come back and be nasty. Okay, so get ready for that. He's upset. He's upset. And then we got the Prince of Discs. This actually makes me feel the tax returns right here. You know, this is the announcement of the tax returns. Because the page can be an announcer. So I would say this is the announcement. Hey, big news right now. As these can also be news. The money, here we go. Here comes the taxes. So that's at the crown. That makes sense. Yeah, see, I got the Sorrow card. He's, you know, obviously we got that Eight of Swords energy, okay? But he's pretty bummed. He's really bummed about it with the Sorrow card, okay? He's not happy about this and so forth. Now, the Ten of Cups actually makes me feel his properties, because the Ten of Cups can show like homes and things like that. And then also he's got like all his other properties, like his, his golf courses are a big thing and things like that. So I can see that sometimes to represent homes or property, things like that. So there's going to be some stuff with that, all those write-offs for all those properties and so forth. Now, he's been in retreat. I know it says truce, but this is the retreat card. He's been in retreat for a while, but expect him, he do this rally and just go ahead and retreat. Again, it's very possible, but he's been in retreat. But see, we've got that Seven of Swords energy. Okay, that sneaky stuff. Okay, this is about the one, he could be a thief, he could be a liar, but he always leaves evidence behind. Okay, you shouldn't be messing with your taxes. They always are going to catch up to you, man. Who does he think he is? They're always going to catch you. So, yeah, I got the futility card right there. And, yes, we've got the news was brutal with that Princess of Swords. But he's going to try to turn it around, that it's a witch hunt. I see that's what he made, he gained from the IRS. We got the gain card, okay? He gained money by having all these write-offs and stuff, where he should have been paying millions over the last 10 years. He got money from them, okay? Or he didn't just pay anything at all. But they're going to look at that. What are these deductions for? And so forth. And I do got that Magician. Now, the Magician can be a prosecutor for me. They can be an attorney for me in a court case. So I feel this is Vance, ready to go for it and everything like that. But they're going to talk about it being a Democratic conspiracy and stuff like that. They're definitely going to be doing all that and everything. And there you go. This is what he's going to say. He's going to say, I'm being oppressed. Okay, this is a Democratic conspiracy. This is the deep state. He's going to throw all that in. They're coming after me. Well, if you weren't dirty, you're the only president who never showed his taxes, and you've done a lot of dirty things. And yeah, so they got that opportunity, the courts now have the opportunity to finally get that. As far as win or lose or things like that, it might be a little soon to determine that and stuff. But yeah, it's going forward now. We got that Chariot energy and so forth. We're grabbing the reins. We're going forward. No more waiting. We did enough of that. We were real patient and so forth. It kind of a slow process. It was a very slow process getting these returns over to New York. But now we're going forward quick. So as far as I know, some of you want to know, is it actual jail? Well, I got that Eight of Swords in there. Okay. Eight of Swords is in there and stuff like that. So, with it kind of looming in the layout, and it popped up right away, but see, that campaign money, I didn't see a whole lot in the articles on that. They were talking about like Stormy Daniels and the properties, this and that, but I have a feeling some campaign stuff, there may be some stuff with that, that kind of pops up possibly, because I look at that Two of Wands and everything. That could be my Republican Party type of card, because they're very divided. But yeah, there's evidence. They've got the evidence now. They're going to find it. They're going to go through the accountant's work as well as taxes and everything. But he's going to act. He's going to try to, that I'm being oppressed. It's, this is not my doing. This is not my fault. This is a witch hunt. Of course he's going to do that. Because, there is still, he hasn't announced it. But, there's, a lot of people that want him. There are people who believe that Trump is their only hope to get Republicans back. They are completely deluded. Even the politicians, to think that Trump is their only hope in getting back, like, say, the House, Senate, and the presidency. This is the one who lost the House, Senate, and the presidency. It's because of him. All that was lost. Okay? That's what they need to understand. So isn't it crazy that you're like, but he's our only hope? That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. This party is hurting bad. So, they're not very bright. They're not very bright. to think the one that lost them all of this, okay, all of the power, House, Senate, presidency, lost it all, is the one to save you. That's a con right there. That's a con right there to think that's what Lindsey Graham has been saying and stuff like that. They think that's, and as I draw that, I drew the, I got the fool. I got the fool. That's what I'm saying. And in that case, the card says fool. They're being foolish to think he's the one that is going to come back and save the Republicans, the one who lost them everything. This has not been done since Hoover. This is back in the 30s, where it was House, Senate, and presidency, all in one thing like this. It has not happened in that long. So it's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. So yeah, with the Eight of Swords, it's a possibility. It's looming for sure that there could be some time. But this could potentially be just a nail in the coffin, because he's managed to skirt through various things. Just like, well, with the Mueller report, he couldn't be put in jail because he was a president, and that's what Mueller said. We can't put him in jail because he's a sitting president. Stuff like that. I don't know if they'll ever rehash that one again. They may just let him just deal with the taxes and kind of let it go with that. But, with this, with the taxes, when all stuff, they're going to leak stuff. I don't know if the DAs necessarily would, but there's a lot of people who want to get their hands on those tax returns and put them out in the news and stuff. And so it's probably going to leak some more stuff, but definitely we're going to court. We're going to court. But this is going to be a long process, guys. They're going forward. I got that chariot energy. It's like, okay, we were held up a long time. That temperance. This is a long, slow, process. It was heavily delayed by him and all his people. But now they can get it going on. Now suddenly, and here comes karma. Here comes karma and everything like that. And everything. Yeah, and I just drew the Six of Swords. We're going to get it moving. It's all about moving on and everything. But a lot of people need to move on too. There are people ready to move on. But yeah, there are still some people that want to go back. That's what's, this is crazy. That's, just like I said, the fool. In this case, the fool is fool and stuff. They don't know what's going on. They just look at all these voters. And that's what they think, oh, he's the only one that can save us. Because they know if they throw any old Republican in there, he's going to lose. But it's because the party has been crippled so hard. But who crippled it, guys? Who made it like this? They're not smart. They've lost it. They have lost any kind of integrity they could have possibly had. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, it's definitely, there's a good shot that we could do a little time there with that Eight of Swords in there. That's there. It's definitely there. That it's a possibility, but there's going to be some stuff coming up. But all that evidence, they've got stuff on them. They're going to have stuff on them. They're going to do that. But there'll probably be some news, leaking and stuff. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see what's going on and everything like that. But yeah, there is definitely Eight of Swords is popping up there. It's very possible this could be the nail in the coffin. This could be his Al Capone moment. This could be the one thing that does him in.